Good evening, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing that red line button up at the top, say hello. We're going to tour the craft room tonight, so we're going to look at it from a little bit different angle tonight, you guys. I got you on a stand. Ooh, it might be kind of bouncy tonight. Nobody gets seasick. Nobody gets seasick. No, nobody gets seasick. Say hello when you pop on so I know who's there. Hopefully I can read comments because it's a little cool. I'm going to sit back a little bit. I'm going to sit back here a little bit with my pop, and we're going to wait for some friends to jump on and join us. We're not crafting tonight. You guys, I just got home. Mother and I had to go to a funeral today. We had to go to a funeral. We've been gone all day. Just got home a little bit ago. And I wanted to jump on and take you through this craft room. So this is not done yet. Oh, Wilby Pickles and little tiny pickles are over here. We're not messing with them tonight. Hello, Mother. Hello, Miss Sherry. So we're gonna do a little craft room looky-loo. And I've got you on a stand here, so it might be a little bouncy, but I want to be able to point things out and show you things. And yeah, so we're gonna go around here and show you a little bit of the organization that we've done since Christmas. So jump on in, say hello when you pop on. Hello, Miss Alyssa. Hello, Miss Misty and Miss Stacy. You guys, no crafting tonight. No crafting tonight. I just wanted to show you my craft room. But, you know, I posted a picture of my ribbon wall. A lot of people have questions about the ribbon wall. So we're just going to talk about the ribbon wall. You want a fountain soda? I just went and got one. I had one this morning. Then Mother and I had to stop at Diet Coke. We had to stop at McDonald's for a potty break on the way to the funeral. And then on the way home, of course, I got to get another one. So, oh, well, thank you. So, everybody, come on in. Let me hide my contraband. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're gonna start over here in this corner, okay? I'm gonna turn the camera, okay, the best I can, and I'm gonna turn the camera, okay? So see over here in this corner. This is the corner. Okay, that white pole that's right there. Whoops, hold on. Let's go this way. See this white pole right here? This is my radon system. Do you guys know what a radon system is? So here in Michigan, I don't know, like when you buy a house, sometimes they'll do this radon testing to make sure that the radon levels in your basement aren't too high, because if you're going to be in the basement a lot, you don't want high radon levels. So that's like a radon mitigation system. So you wonder what that pole is. That's not a sewer pipe. That's a radon. Hello, Miss Sharon. How are you, friend? So, this beautiful, let me see if I can get you a little bit closer. Now, I apologize if it gets a little bouncy. Bear with us. I'm going to get you a little bit closer to, whoops, hold on. I got to remember I got to go the opposite way. Okay, so, you guys know I craft in my basement, so this is my basement window. Don't look too close. Oh, you can't see those things. A lot of cobwebs going on up there. You may or may not get snow. We may or may not get snow tomorrow. I think we're getting snow too. Okay, so Mother and EY organized my fabric. So a lot of this fabric that I got came from Jubilee Fabrics. So if you've never checked out Jubilee Fabrics and you like homespun or ticking material, check it out because they have really good stuff. They're out of Arkansas. They ship really fast. They have good customer service, great prices. They clearance stuff, all the things. So check them out, Jubilee Fabrics, okay? But then a lot of this came from my cousin's mother-in-law and sister-in-law. Both recently passed away, and they had a lot of craft supplies and sewing and stuff. So we accumulated a lot of material. My aunt Anita and I took a lot of material for crafting. So a lot of the stuff came from there too. And down here at the bottom, Mother, these are like all, you guys, these are all like doilies and anything laced, all full. This was I almost call this a free basket because there was a bunch of Christmas ornaments in this basket. Mother sorted, well, I don't know if she really sorted, but she folded these are all doilies for crafting, or I like to use doilies in my displays for craft shows. So that's all that. Down here there are two little bins like this. These are all full of the Dollar Tree, I think I just go crazy at Dollar Tree. You know how you just go to Dollar Tree and you see these different little, what are they? Fat quarters, probably. Is that what they call? I don't know. They don't really call it that. But, you know, what does that say? Fabric tissue? What did that say? No, craft fabric. Oh, the foreign name is tissue artisanal or something. Anyway, they organized these into these two little bins I had. I'm like, here, put them in here. This looks cute, right? And then in this basket, this is all lace. So you remember I went to that one craft sale, that one estate sale. They got all this little, you know, fancy lace. It's got some of my cheesecloth in here. There's actually some more like clothespins. No, tablecloths, like some lace tablecloths. So that's how we organize that. I told them I didn't really care how they organized it. I think it just looks good, and it's all kind of, all the material is together down here. Up here, oh, you can see it. Up here in this bin is all, put all your, this is a bunch of twine that I got from Amazon, and then there's baker's twine in here as well. It's full of baker's twine, full of regular twine. So you go to your little twine bin. This is not the regular just jute, brown jute. That's on the table over there. This is rickrack. Look at that. Throw all your rickrack. You guys, clear bins are for the win, okay? So you can see what you have. Oh, is it in there? Yeah, there it is. See that red rickrack? There it is. So then I got a couple of containers of, now I have a lot more beads than just these. These are just ones that end up in this. This is like a little Dollar Tree container. These are probably like 16 millimeters. These right here, I love this jar. I don't remember where I got this jar from, but it says utensils on it. It says mason jar utensils, and I painted a lid. I painted a lid and I put a knob on it. So I made this like this. And this has 18 millimeter beads. Or no, 20 millimeter. These are the big ones. So I just have this as, like, if you want to display this on a shelf, it just looks cool like that. Okay? I have a lot more beads than this. This is just, these have been in this for a long time. So, slide those back up here. Up here are a ton of spools. Along with my button stash, I pick up spools at estate sales, and these are all like really old spools. And if you've ever looked at some of these spools and some of the names that are on them, over the years, companies have been bought out, and it's like you can see how they've merged names. It's really kind of cool. Like Coats and Clark. I think Coats and Clark might have been like J&E Coats, and then it was Coats and Clark, or vice versa. But it's just kind of cool to see how over the years it looked like some of these companies merged together, and they have their names on. Then I got these little tiny ones. I don't know where those came from. I think they came from an estate sale too. Anyway, then my daughter-in-law, who has OCD, she has to have things all the same, right? So she took this bin. Oh, look at this bin. Am I short on clothespins? I think not. These are all full of these type of clothespins. Now there's some older ones, but these are all the little, you know, clothespins. She sorted those all to be that. This other bin has just the regular, you know, boring old clothespins. Now this container right here, this baggie this was from an antique store in Wisconsin. You guys, this is when I was stupid. This is when I was stupid buying. There was, how many were in here? 11? Does this say 11? It says 41. I don't know if there was 41 in here. Anyway, these were $12. I would never pay $12 for these ever again. But at one point I did, because look at, these are like really old and they're flat. They're really cool. But it says 41. But I don't know that I don't think I would have gone through that many already, because I don't use them that often. But anyway, these are some early buys in my crafting journey. I would not do that again, right? Don't do that. Don't spend that kind of money, okay? So, over here, we're sliding around this corner. This isn't as exciting of this corner over here, but I'm just going to show you everything, right? Let's not hide things. Let's just show it, okay? There's my electrical panel for this here house. over here we have these were shelves or cubicle bin thingies that used to stand up this way. My husband had them in his house prior to me. When we moved here, I said they don't really go with our stuff, so we're gonna bring them down here, and I'm gonna put them down here. So these bins right here came from Dollar Tree. They're kind of like plastic. Again, mother sorted napkins. These are probably Christmas napkins. There's like some spring, Easter napkins, 4th of July. They're all cut. Those are all napkins in those 3 bins right there. Lots of napkins. Down below, I have some of these really stinking cute little. I just did a craft with with these. I have like a bunch of these I got from Hobby Lobby. This one's actually been painted already. It's kind of like a, I don't know, blue with some. It's got some sparkly Mod Podge on it. It's pretty cool. And then inside of it, let me just show you. This is kind of cool. So if you guys follow Lee from the Turquoise Valentine, I don't know if I can get this out of here now, but she made these. She probably still has these in her store. Well, I don't know if I can get out of here or not. But anyway, somehow I got it in here. There's this round, she has this round piece and then this other piece that goes in here, and it sits in here like so. I'll try to get it back together. But it sits in here, and it sits so that it fills in that space down there. I'll have to figure out how I got it in there. But anyway, it fills in so that when you can put like candy or something, and it doesn't fall all the way to the bottom, because you can't dig to the bottom, right? You just want to be able to get right here. So those, she sells those on her page. I'm sure she still has them. Looks like we still got a bunch of lace right there. These down here are those are molds for resin, and I got air dry clay down there. I don't know if you can see that. Then sliding over just a little bit more. In this bin right here, these are all like tumble tower blocks and Jenga blocks. Some of these big Jenga blocks I actually got from estate sales. Look for, or garage sale, just look for like, stuff that you can craft with. These are like tongue depressors and, those little chunky blocks from Dollar Tree. That's just some stuff. That's just some stuff I gotta craft with. I gotta make something for my nieces. That's for them. These are all in here. These are all printables, okay? It looks like a lot, right? Well, I used to be in a subscription group with, oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name. I don't know if I have anything in here with her name on it. But anyway, this has a lot of printables in here, okay? So there's just printables that I printed out over the years, and I haven't used them, but I just found some Valentine's ones I could probably do some things with. So just take your printables that they're not all from her, that you print off, and just shove them in here. Shove them in a spot where you can find them and they don't get ruined. This is just an extra bin. I actually took this bin upstairs. It did have stuff in it. I used it for a little bathtub for the puppies. So I brought it back down here. We haven't put anything in it yet. So there's that. Over here, you guys ready for this? Oh, are you ready for this? Isn't that what Taylor's supposed to? Are you ready for it? Okay, over here, it gets kind of crazy. Whoops, hold on. Let me make sure you're. Scrapbook paper. This is all like recently purchased scrapbook paper. All these bins right here. This is Sweet Annie hanging up here, if you wonder what this is. This is uber dried Sweet Annie. This is not uber dried Sweet Annie. This is not Sweet Annie, but it's like dried flowers. So my son says, what do you got going on over here? I got my own herbal things going on here, but this is just Sweet Annie hanging here. It keeps it up out of the way, and then you don't, it doesn't get unless you like remove it or touch it, it doesn't like fall on the floor and, get everywhere. These are all not really that organized right now. You can kind of see they're just thrown in here, but this is all scrapbook paper. These bins were given to me by my mother-in-law, who used to be a first grade teacher. And she's been retired for a couple decades, and they were in their basement, and they asked me if I wanted them. I said, absolutely. So if you ever get offered free storage, take it, because look what you did. You just took all your scrapbook paper. Now in the bins below, there's some more like, this is all like nautical stuff. Like we took all of my nautical things like from Dollar Tree, these little knots, little, you know, your little shapes, anything that kind of is nautical related. And this funky twine just kind of went along with the nautical, so we threw it in there. Down there is some raffia, some colored raffia. I have a bin full of like blocks. I have a bin full of Dollar Tree like mason jars and such. I have 2 big boxes over here. This has not been dealt with, okay? When we look over here, it gets a little scary over here. But we have not really dealt with this right here. Do you see this right here? Wait, hold on. Can you see it? These 2 boxes right here are all like outdoor things. Pine cones. Excelsior. Well, that's not really outside thing, but wait, did I just do something to make the balloons go off? Pine cones, rocks, sticks, there's Excelsior, anything that's like moss, those are in those boxes. And this is raffia right here in this bag. So that's just kind of sitting there. I haven't really gone through that. We just shoved it over here because I know what's in there. Those are the 2 boxes. Now I have, okay, you guys don't look in the background because that's a lot of crafts. So there's a lot more over there than just crafts. This table right here, okay? See this table right here? It's not organized yet, okay? This is just, like, I cleaned off a lot of stuff that was on here, but there's still a lot on here. I haven't gotten to that yet. But that's a side table, right? That's just a side table. That was my original table that I was crafting with when I was at my, when my husband and I lived together at his house. That was my original table. Now, this table right here, wait, are we straight on? I can't tell. This table right here, with my pop on it. This is where I craft. You guys, here's my glue gun. So you're seeing it from the angle I look out to. There's my, there's where the orbs come from up here, the heat vent. There's my little camera holder. It's elevated up here. Here's my space. It's kind of a little messy right now. I got all my tools over here. My wipes, the positivity candle, which is not lit right now. And you know, and then here's one of my carts. Has all my paints in it that I pull. You know, right on this table as well is all the, where I pull my ink from for stamps, my iron, my paint brushes are right here. Everything is like real handy around where you're sitting. Down here at the very bottom, I've got a whole bin full of baggies. When I throw something in, there's the baggies, okay? Down here on the floor underneath, I've got my big bowl of buttons is actually sitting on the Lazy Susan right there. So it's kind of handy. You guys know I like to have that handy, so there that is. This is just one of my little clear bins that has, you guys see me grab just like odds and ends different buttons that I have. Like I have those stars, those brown wood stars and hearts and things. Those are just sitting down there from last time. There's my garbage can. That's a sign I've been working on. That was actually a sign that had snowmen on it, or has snowmen on it. That was a sign that had my ex-husband, my son, and I on it, and I took our names off it. I was going to give it to my son and his wife. I showed them. I thought it was hilarious. Let me pull this chair over here out of the way. Okay, so let me show this table. Okay, so I started to do a little organization here with, there's my Mod Podge. I told you guys I was getting my Mod Podge all, like, so I knew what Mod Podges I have. I have my black ink, Waverly chalk paint, my ink that I use a lot. I have moss up here. I have Java. There's another rich black up here. This is my paintbrush, my dirty brushes. There's Wilby Pickles and Baby Pickles. These 2 Dixie Belle paints I've been using recently. And then right here in this bin are all the rest of my paints and paper towels. So everything's conveniently located. This is just some stuff that I use. I just keep in handy. Like, remember the other day I couldn't find the mica powder? Well, it was right in this little bin right here. I've got a bunch of washi tape that I found. I got my new trusty little stapler. I've got some tacky glue, some Goo Gone. I just got these for Christmas. I've not used those yet, these oxide sprays. And I've got some salt wash that I've never used as well. So these are just some like specialty things that I thought, well, I'm not sure really where to put them, so I'm just going to sit right there for right now. Has anybody got any questions? I don't see any comments. I don't see any comments. But I'm glad you're all here. We're just doing a little tour of this craft room. It's crazy. Now, this is not just my craft room. This is my basement. So this has stuff stored. So stuff in the background back there is like not craft stuff. That's like household. We moved and we haven't really done anything with it. Okay. So flipping around here, back over here, this is what you guys see behind me. Okay. So up here at the top, I've got some signs that I've made, like this create sign. I love this sign. I made that like a long time ago. I love this little guy. This is what I made with buttons. It's supposed to be like me and my husband. Isn't it cute? Now I just took buttons and then I drew the bodies on a little, and she's holding a little flower, and it's stinking cute. So those are just kind of little things that just stay up here on my shelf. Now, my niece got me this sign years ago that says worry less, craft more. Gotta keep that up there. And then I made this one out of just some tumble tower blocks and a little arrow from Dollar Tree that says together is our favorite place to be. Isn't that stinking cute? So that stuff kind of stays up there all the time. And then there's my Rowena May inspired sign. And then I just have some, you know, some Valentine stuff up here. This really cool stone right here, Miss Krista from Miss Krista Vollmer from Stand Tall Crafting Group. She made that. Isn't that stinking cute? It's a wiener dog. So stinking cute. So he sits right up here. And then I've got buttons, more buttons here, more buttons here, buttons here, buttons there, all the buttons down here. This is just more, I mean, I use these buttons, but these are, you know, just so it makes it look aesthetically pleasing, because we like that. And then I've got this row right here. That's one of the first signs I had before we made this big one over here. And there's just we have some crates stacked up here just for looking nice. And then you come over here. Now this Life is Good sign right here, I made this, I don't know, a couple years ago. This is like an ode to my father. This was this pocket from his bibs, and the last thing that my dad posted on Facebook before he passed was he posted life is good. So that's kind of the mantra we use in our family for my dad, is because life is good. And so my dad was a farmer. After he retired from the cereal industry, he farmed. So I have this little Dollar Tree corn, and this stays up all the time. So it does. If you see it, you're like, why does she have fall stuff? Because that's for my daddy, and that's just reminds me of him. So that just stays up there. And then I don't know why I have this 4th of July house. It's just there. It's just hanging out. So then we just got some Valentine's things. It's the craft we just made. Got some other stuff down here. Here's our plunger craft. You guys, if you never saw, we did an event where we had a mystery event with the Mischievous Crafty Friends. And I was Miss Krista. She was so kind to give me a plunger. So I had to craft with the plunger, and this is what I made. And her page is called Stand Tall Crafting Group. So I put Stand Tall on this. And she'll probably end up with this craft when I see her again, which will probably be next May. So there's that. Okay, so going on, moving over here to the ribbon rack. Okay, let me get this back a little bit so we can talk about this, because this is like a really exciting thing for people to talk about, my ribbon storage and how I came up with this and why did I do this way or that way. So I'm 5'9", okay? So I'm not short, but if you're short, you probably don't want it this tall, because I'm 5'9", this is kind of tall, but I can reach it. These are 2 pallets. They're 2 pallets that are end to end, okay? And my brother-in-law took these pallets from us being my son and myself at the time, and he took a 2x4 and attached them together. They used them for my nephew's graduation party, which they took twine and strung it across, or stapled it across, and then they hung pictures of my nephew. Okay, so I got these back afterwards because they were like, we don't want them, take them back. I'm like, okay, I'll put them in the craft room. I had them over in the other part for floral storage, but I said, wait, I need something. We had this space empty. There was nothing here. Well, there was crafts all over the floor, but we took care of everything. So we had this wall empty. We were like, okay, let's use this for ribbon storage. The ribbon used to be stacked up on the shelf where the fabric was. So this made it a little bit easier to be able to see. Do I love the plan of having these on the on this? I don't love it because I know I have to get a roll off it when it runs out. However, this is the route we went for now. And if we decide, I say we, but if I decide I don't like it, I can start just taking them off and stacking them on top. But because there are gaps in the pallets, it's going to probably be easier to just have these on here like this. So you just, now what we probably should have done, which will probably mess with my OCD, but I was just like, let's get this done because we had worked in the craft room all day, is that we probably should have rolled these so they all roll forward like so, like this. But some of these are rolled, like this one is rolling backwards, so that probably mess with me. Like the toilet paper rolls, when you know you have the toilet paper rolls over, or does it come under? It's how you like it. So my plan is when one of these runs out, I'm just going to cut they're all cardboard. I'm just going to cut it off, okay? I'm not going to take the whole thing down to take the one off. Because I had one before from Michael's. It was a smaller one, and I did not like it. And so we're going to see how it goes. But for right now, it's stored. It's beautiful. We've got them pretty packed on here. And I wanted them packed on here pretty good because I don't want them just willy-nilly spinning. They're not able to just spin because I don't know if I had gremlins in my house, in my other house, but all of a sudden I'd be sitting there one day and they would just kind of go and just unroll by themselves. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9, plus there's an empty one at the bottom, okay? When we got to this bottom one, this is kind of like all kinds of different ribbon. Like this is like chicken wire looking stuff. My daughter-in-law was in charge of making this happen. So in her head, this is what she had in her mind, okay? She likes the Roy G. Biv, you know, the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. You know, that's the spectrum of the rainbow, so that's how we have stuff organized. By the home edit, by the rainbow. Okay, so she went across here with reds, and then, or she went across here this way with the reds, and then came back with reds, and then went to pinks, and then orange and yellow, and then greens, and kind of like the tealish aqua, into the lighter blues, to the darker blues, to the purple, the gray, the black, gray, beige, white, blah, blah, blah. That was how she wanted to do it. It works for me. It doesn't matter. I think it looks cool. But she did this way. This way instead of just like back and forth like that, which is fine. It works. It's beautiful. I love it. I think it's pretty. But some people online were asking, like, it looks really tall. Well, it is tall, but for me, I am tall, so it works for me. If you aren't this tall, then you probably maybe just want to have one pallet or do 2 pallets if you have room. Do side-by-side pallets or just get a piece of plywood. You don't have to use a pallet. This is just what I had, you guys. We went to Menards and we bought 10 of these curtain rod things. Menards was having, if you guys don't know what Menards is, it's like a Lowe's, a Home Depot, but it's here in the Midwest. I don't know if they have them all over the country. I don't think they do, but it's called Menards. They had these curtain rods were like $1.79 a curtain rod or something like that. And they were 15% off each curtain rod because they were having this thing where you could get a curtain rod, everything in a bag, everything you could get in the bag was 15% off. So I had the pallets, 10 curtain rods, at however, less than $2 a piece. So for $20 and then 15% off all that. Less than $20, but you know what I'm saying. So it was a very inexpensive way to get this ribbon organized in a quick way. It doesn't have to stay like this, but it looks good. It works. I can see everything that I have now. Everything that's up here. I have more, don't worry. There's more over there. But this is how we did it. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, so very tall for me. Very easy. People are asking, how are you going to get the pieces off? Like, you run out, just cut this off. This is just Dollar Tree cardboard. It's not going to take, I mean, it's not like it's metal or anything. Now, a lot of these did not fit on the curtain rod. My son took a pair of scissors and kind of like made them wider because, again, they're just cardboard. So there are some that I have over there that don't fit. I'll show you because there are some from Hobby Lobby. They're the Thomas Stanley, I think that's the brand. They have a plastic center and they don't, you can't take that out or you're going to ruin your spool. Can I help you?
Teddy Bear says enough of the ribbon. She wants to see the stinking buttons.
Oh, I did show the buttons.
Not all of them.
Well, I showed the bin.
Are you on a time limit? We don't have 2 days?
No, we're going to go through and then we're going to show the puppies when we're done. Yeah, I want to show the puppies. They want to see the puppies.
Somebody better buy 2 of them.
We have 2 puppies available still. Okay, let's move on. That's my landlord. That's my landlord. Okay, you guys. Over here is the shelf I have. This shelf we had it. My son goes, that shelf's been through a lot, Mom. That used to be the shelf he would... No, it was the next one that he used to keep his clothes on at our house at the other... when we lived... It was just him and I lived in the house. So my daughter-in-law organized this shelf for me. It's just like a lot of Dollar Tree surfaces. There's really not... I mean, she had it really nice and like only certain... She said only certain things can go on there. I said... Bah. I started shoving things like this on there just because I'm like, where does this little thing go? I don't know. Let's just sit it right here for right now. I can see it. But she did organize this really nice. That was her job one night. And so she got that all organized for me. There's just all kinds of surfaces here. She did stack up, if you can see. Hold on. If you can see right down here, she stacked a bunch of surfaces really nice. She tried to do size, like work by size for me. And I was like, that's great. I can see it. That works. Fabulous. Okay. So the next section, guys, I haven't even touched this next section, so I'm going to show you it, but just know that it hasn't even been. This is where everything's been thrown. See it? See how messy it is? Whew, look at this. All right. These bins right here all came from Dollar Tree, okay? This was the shelving unit that my son used to keep his clothes on. He didn't have a dresser. Well, he did have one, but I don't know why he didn't use it. Anyway, he stacked all of his clothes on this. I think it's easier for guys just to see. Your craft space is like it is like a Dollar Tree. I know, you guys. This is what a lot of 4 years of buying things get you. A lot of stuff. So I need to go through all of these bins, but these bins are like wood. So there's stars. There's just hearts. There's all kinds of wood things in these. There's more stars. See, the stars need to go together. I need to go through these. There's just all kinds. There's letters. There's all kinds of things. These are some, like, kits that I bought from Crafters. I haven't even finished them. These are Easter ones that aren't even finished yet. So anyway, this is like, I got all these beads that I bought. I just bought these beads from, I wish I had more beads. These just came from Walmart, 9-foot garland for beads. They were... What were they? They were $2.48, but they were like, I don't know, 75% off or something. So they were really cheap. That's why I grabbed them. So those are just hanging there. So I haven't touched this part right here yet. Okay. So sliding on down here, this is where we start getting into our organization of the bins for, let me try to get this. I don't know if I can get back far enough because there's bins behind me too. So this bin has like, whoops. This bin has Christmas stuff in it. This one has Christmas. This one has Christmas. That one has Christmas. You guys, there's lots of Christmas stuff. Trust me, I got lots. Okay. This is Halloween. I haven't transferred it over to a black and yellow bin yet. Fall, Easter, Valentine's. The lid's off it because I've been digging into it. Christmas again, and then signs and surfaces, which I have a lot of them. They're just... Can I come shop? Yeah. Anybody want to come shop? Yes, please come shop. And there's another fall bin down here. Behind me, there's some random stuff. So let me turn this around. This is where I want you guys to kind of see, like, you can see the floor. Now, we have where I say you can see the floor. Do you see this? Do you see this? I have, look. I have an aisle. You guys, I did not have this. I had to do this. I had to do this. I'm surprised I didn't break something for all the time that, all the stuff we had in here. So, I have a table up here, because we're still, okay, see this table right here? We set this up because this is all like burlap. These are empty. This is ribbon that doesn't fit. Let me show you. Here's an example. This is from Michaels. It says celebrate it, so we know it's Michaels. Do you see that plastic piece in the middle? That is too small to fit on. My son measured so that those could have gone in because it was deep enough for these to go on. However, these plastic pieces in the middle of the spool don't allow you to put them on the curtain rods. So I have some that aren't going to be able to work. So my daughter-in-law suggested I get some like bins or something and just put them at the bottom on the floor. But I'm like, I don't know if I want on the floor. So some of these are just sitting here. There's another Celebrate It. These came from, these are the ones from, if you guys go to Sam's Club. Sam's Club has good ribbon. Again, the plastic thing in the middle prevents you from, yeah, dowels. Yeah, I could put some dowels. I could do some dowels on it. I could do that. Okay, so these are just, I have to get back to this. We worked last Friday for like 12 hours. Like, we started at 10. Mother left a little early to go home I think we were getting some weather. My son and daughter-in-law came back over. I stayed down here and worked. So it's a work in progress. Okay, I'm gonna flip you around, okay? I don't want anybody to gasp in horror, okay? Put dowels on the bottom instead of a rod. We could do that. We could do that. I'll have to see how much I have in order to do that because I might have too much. I don't know. We'll have to, I might just have to invest in, I mean, I do have another, you guys are ready to see my greenery? Before we turn around and go over to the estate sale side, the Harry Potter closet, you guys, I've never shown you guys the Harry Potter closet. Are you ready for it? Okay, so right here in the corner, I'm going to try not to show you, but you may see it. This is all cardboard that's recycled. It's all piled up here because these are all boxes that we're getting rid of, okay? Trying to get rid of all the cardboard I don't need. So it's sitting here because our recycle only comes every 2 weeks and it's not coming until this week. It's coming this week, so I'll be able to put it out. So it's sitting here in the corner, so you're like, wow, look at all this crap. That's recycle, okay? So over here, before I show you my florals. Now, this didn't look this bad until I decided that I was gonna steal the pallets that held all my like wreaths. I have a bunch of grapevine wreaths. I have a sunflower wreath. I have some evergreen wreaths. I have just a bunch of wreaths that were hanging on that one pallet we stole, or the pallet wall we stole. So there's another pallet wall here. I'll show you how I've organized it. It needs so much more work because now I need to get my hands on 2 more pallets, or I need to, or even maybe 4 more pallets. I don't know, but here we go. Ready? Ready? Okay. So basically, let me bring it over here. Let me bring it over here. Hold on. Okay. So it looks like a hot mess, right? Looks like a hot mess. So let me bring this bin up out of the way. All right. So my organization method which doesn't look very organized right now. These flowers up here are just stuck in. There's really no organization, but you see these right here? These are waste paper baskets from Dollar Tree, and they're nailed into the pallet. So these are all sitting in here in buckets, okay? A lot of this floral stuff was given to me. My mom said I need to put up a sign that says no longer taking donations because stuff gets given to me. There's a bin right here, totally given to me. Okay, I haven't even looked in it yet. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of those, 6 of these garbage, or these little garbage cans. I don't know if I have. I think I have more. I don't know. Anyway, but all this stuff down here on the floor, these are boxes. It's just all greenery and florals. Mine comes every 2 and comes. Yes, you have those yellow and black bins, and so your husband. So my son is building this really cool bin. It's a bin holder. It's gonna go 4 high, and I don't know how many across he's doing. And it's gonna have rollers on it, so we can move it. It's only gonna be 4 high because I don't want it super high. It's really cool. So we're gonna build that. So that's how those are all gonna go. That's why they're just kind of sitting against the wall right now, because they're gonna end up being on an organized. Can I see the buttons? Well, yeah, we can go. Let me take you down here to the Harry Potter end of all my estate sale things, so you guys can see. Well, Sammy be in this at auction. Oh, Sammy, she's such a cutie. Okay, so here we go, you guys. Now, guys, I've been doing estate sales, going to estate sales for quite a bit. So I have quite a bit, okay? Again, don't look at any cobwebs, okay? Okay. So, where are we at here? Where are we at? Okay, see these doors right here? These doors, these glass doors they were marked $40 a piece at an estate sale. I did not buy those doors. Those were given to me, okay? They're just sitting there. Now, I'm going to do something with them. They just haven't been done anything. Now, there's a lot of things I'm going to do something with here, right? You got to have, you gotta just have things, right? So this bin right here, I don't know. You guys can't even see it. This bin right here, I don't even know what's in it. What is in it? Looks like Christmas. I haven't even moved that down here. All right, so coming down here, guys, I talked about the frames I have from the estate sales. See these frames? Let me get you. Can you guys see that? These are all frames from an estate sale. The estate sale I just went to, this was another one I got. One of these. I look for these old frames that look like this. I mean, look at the back on it. It's got an old wire. Smells old, you guys. Now, I love this one. Look at this one. These were at that 75% off sale. So, Mother and EY organized all, we just basically, it outgrew the box as we were going along. So there's that. The next section right here are like shutters. Shutters, can you guys see that? There's shutters. There's, let me bring it over here. Hold on. Hold, please. Let me come back this way. I'm trying. Washer and dryer used to be down here before we moved in, and they moved it. So that's what that is, if you wonder what that's on the wall. But they put all these, I have eggs, just wood stuff. This box right here is all wood thing. There's these little, you guys remember when I got the crib, when I got the baby changing table from the meth head? This is the meth head's baby changing table. I will look at these thinking cute things. I got these recently. I just can't wait to do something with these. Mom put all of the wood stuff in this bin right here. And then there's just more little shelves. All right, then I got this shelf from a friend. This right here. All right, you guys back? I started to lose signal. I guess I can't go any further. I don't know why I couldn't go any further. That's weird. All right, well, we'll just go right here. Here, let me see if I can turn it just like that. Okay, this shelf right here I got from a friend. She was having she was just trying to sell some of her dad's things. He was in assisted living. And I said, I'd love to buy this. So I took all of you guys know I like to get the teacups and the saucers at sales. So this has already been glued together, but I have them all sitting up here so that everything's kind of together. Then there's baskets right here, and then the next basket has embroidery hoops. The stuff against the wall down here a little bit further, I'll just kind of bring this down here. Right here is 4th of July. We didn't get to 4th of July. Right there, and right there are 4th of July. That's just what that is. We didn't get that far. We kind of this is the end of the basement down here. If you look down, there's our furnace, our hot water heater. So if you turn this way, I'm going to see how far I can take you again. Guys, I lost connection. I don't know why. Let me see how far I can get you. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to lose you. I don't know why. All right, I know that I can only go bringing you back. I don't know why I'm losing. All right. Well, I keep losing connection. I do not like that. I do not like that. Our 42-year-old, yeah, we just realized our hot water heater is like 40 years old. We need to get on. Okay, I can't take you down any further. Apparently, it's the dead zone down here. Maybe they don't want you to see all the things in there. So this is what we call the Harry Potter closet. Okay, let me just turn this and I'll show you what the Harry Potter closet looks like. Okay, underneath, let me see if I can back this up. Underneath our stairs, do you guys see that those are like stairs right there? Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. Coming down, hold on, right there. Coming down, these are our stairs, okay? And these are, whoops, there's a box right there. These are doors that are underneath the stairs, okay? There's one here, one here, one here, one here, one there. Okay, and it's on an angle because the stairs are right there, okay? This is what I call my Harry Potter closet, okay? It's got things in here, okay? Things. There's things in there. Again, this is yarn. This is a garbage box. That needs to go in the garbage. There's just some old things down here. But anyway, this is all, you guys, I can't bring you closer. I wish I could. Springs, just all kinds of goodness over here. And then over on my bench, I don't know if you can see that workbench, but that workbench is full. Let me try to bring it up. That workbench over there is full of crafty goodness. What is there? There's a bunch of rolling pins. There's birdhouses. There's wooden spoons. There's books. There's just all, this is basically the end where all of the stuff I get from estate sales goes. And like I said, it would be nice if it could all fit in here. My husband would love to get his workbench back. Not that he's doing any work on it, like he needs it. But anyway, I can't really take you down there any further because obviously I don't have signal. So if you just look back at it, it really is kind of, except for that box in the middle that's garbage, it is a lot organized. A lot more organized than it was. You guys are probably like, whoa, that's organized? Yeah, that's organized. That is a lot better. All right. I got new lights down here. It's very bright, very bright. Okay, so coming around here, let's see. This isn't really anything thrilling. You guys, over here in this right there, look, that mountain right there, those are the boxes I keep. Where's your what? Man cave? He doesn't have a man cave. He's mad. I took it from him. He doesn't have a man cave. So over there these are the boxes that I use for shipping. And my sister said that looks like a hoarding situation because there's so many boxes. But they're all organized. They're stacked. I have Amazon bags right here in this box right there. Those are all like the Amazon mailers. So if I can use those. She pulled a brink on me. I use those for shipping. And my son says, why can't we break these boxes down, Mom? And I said, because you mess with the integrity of the box. It's already like taped together on the bottom. Why would we take the tape off only to have to put tape back on? Okay, I don't know. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. You guys, over here, this is furniture from when we moved. So this is not anything crafty back there. That's my rocker from when I was a baby, my husband's rocker from when he was a baby, a dresser that I got from my grandparents. We got a kitchen table that we're going to give to my stepdaughter when she gets her apartment one day. You know, there's just stuff that, you know, you have in your basement that you would like to get out, but it's from when we moved. So then here's my crates, a stack of crates. I use these for, these were from when we did the craft show, and that's just where they ended up. All right, so over in this corner, I don't even know why I'm gonna show you this. This is crazy. Over in this corner is a lot of things from when we moved. There's like the yellow bins, the yellow and black bins over here, like over here. These are all like household items. But all around this, see all this around it? These are all finished crafts, you guys. This is what happens when you craft for 4 years and you don't sell all the things you have. Now, over in the corner, that white shelf, I had crafts on that, but when we did the craft show a few months ago, we used that. And there's a pallet over there. those are all things I can store, I can set crafts up on. So I think I'm going to do that. I just haven't, and that would be the end of her crafting. What did you say? Ew, no roaches. No roaches. All right, so then these black and yellow bins right here, those are all finished crafts as well. So I got a lot of finished crafts. Like some of those are from the craft show we just did. And that's basically that whole corner. It needs to be organized because there's lots and lots and lots and lots of crafts. All right, I'm going to bring you back over here. So we want to see the buttons, huh? I want to see the button. Well, I kind of showed you guys the buttons. Hold on. Hold, please. Let me sit you right there. All right, hold, please, because I have my phone plugged in. I don't want to roll over my charger. Just a second. Let's see. So, the buttons that we have over here. Let's see. What do we have over here? I made this recently. You guys, I made it look like it's like a gumball machine. I stored some buttons in here, just showing you guys how you could, instead of putting like food in here, you could just take one of these from, you can get these I think at Target Dollar Spot, but this came from Hobby Lobby. See, Sleigh Bell Bistro. It must be Sleigh Bell. That must have been in the Christmas. I don't know. There's some buttons here. I bought these in a little container. There's all those. Tons of white buttons. You guys, I have white and black buttons for days. Look at this velvet peanut butter. Mother got this. Velvet crunchy peanut butter jar. It says $6. I don't know if Mother paid $6 for it. This was up in her upstairs, up where our kids' bedrooms used to be, and I was like, I'm gonna need that. So there's that. I've got this jar that these buttons came in. These you can always pick up at the Dollar Tree. These little tiny ones that usually I take out and throw these away. And then I have all these. These I purchased from a long time ago, and just like this, black and white buttons. I purchased this from Chastita from Southern Country, Southern something co. What was her page name? She's down in Metropolis, where we went to Metropolis. And then I have all the organized colored buttons. And then you guys know I have my big bin right here. Hold on, let me bring you down here. My big bin of buttons. My big bin of buttons right here. These are like, I don't know, some of black, the kind of the metal buttons, the brown buttons. All these are just thrown in here. And this was a enamel bowl that I got from an estate sale that was sitting outside. And I went back when they did I think they did a 75% off day, and it was still sitting outside. And I said if it was, I would get it, because I just felt like it would be really cool to put bedpan buttons. It's not a bedpan. It's an enamel. It's a really cool enamel pan. Look at it. It's very cool. It's very well loved. It's got a big dent in it. It's very cool. I know, isn't that crazy? Look at all those. But that's not it, you guys, because you guys have heard me tell the story. Hold on just a second. You've heard me tell the story about Mother and I going to the estate sale and the lady getting all mad because we took her bin of buttons that she wanted. So, you know, when you look at pictures when you look at pictures for estate sales, and you see like, oh, they have really cool things. I want to get some cool things. Well, this bin is what started kind of maybe part of the button obsession. I don't know, but this bin right here, I think I paid $20 for it. I don't know. I don't pay like that now, but back then I did. $20. I mean, $20 is still good for all these buttons. If you look how many buttons are in here, I have these bags were not in there. These were loose, and I have like sorted buttons. But you see all these that are in here? This was the bin that a man picked up the bin before we got in there. They were only letting a certain amount of people in this estate sale at a time because it was after COVID, but you know, like only have so many people in there because, you know, COVID is jumping off the walls, so we only have so many people in there. So we got in, and I walked in where this tin of buttons was, and a man was holding on to them, and I was like, he's got them. And she was like, oh. So I turned around and then I turned back and he had set the tin down and I was like, I got right over there. You have to put your name on all the buttons, dude. Oh. I have, right? Right? Yes, please. So I got the bin, I got the tin of buttons and I'm holding on to it and I turn around. Oh, actually it was 25. Look, it was 25. I turn around and Sassy Lassie was right behind me. She was right in my face and she was like, "Are you going to buy those buttons?" And I said, "Well," in the nicest way possible, "I'm going to talk to my mother and show her," because mother was across the room. And I went over and I was like, "She wants those buttons." And she was like, "Hold on to those buttons." And I'm like, you know, I wanted them. I wasn't going to put them down once she was like, you know, are you taking those buttons? And I'm like, yeah, because she knew the guy had picked them up too. And then he sat him down and then I picked them up and then she saw that I had them and she was like wanting to know if I was going to buy them. So she went another direction. Mother and I went into the bedrooms and looked. We came back out. We passed her in the kitchen and she was like, "So are you going to buy those buttons?" And I said, "Yep, I did." And she goes, "Well, there goes all those craft projects." She was so mad. Mother and I will tell that story to the day we die. It was so funny. That was so funny. Oh, I had to buy them then. I mean, I wasn't going to put them down. But it's too funny. Then, you guys, this bin right here, I mean, does anybody buy Sucrets anymore? But I feel like this was like an old school thing. People bought the Sucrets. And there's just some like random buttons in here. I don't even know, like, here's some more Sucrets. I don't even know if there's anything in here. Nope, this one's empty. But apparently this is how people sorted buttons. And these are a bunch of metal ones. I need to go through these. I need to go through and look. Oh, look at this one. Here's an old Sucrets one. Look at that. That's a vintage. And that has like round metal buttons. Like 5 of them in here. And then one of these little medicine cups. I haven't seen this Tupperware medicine cup in years. Oh, these are like little, I have a lot of these little brown, you know, like leather buttons. Yeah, so that's what, I don't even know where I got this one from. I can't remember. There's some little red and there's just a lot of buttons, you guys. A lot. These look like they're little, I don't know, they're like wooden toggle kind of buttons. I don't know. I love when I get them on the little cards. I think they're so cool. There's like 80 cents. I just love, there was one lady who kept like all of the little, you know, when you get your shirts, like kind of like this shirt and it had the buttons hanging off it on the thing. She had kept all those. I actually plucked, these are pretty. I plucked a lot of those off. So here's some of those ones that, you know, in the little baggies that the people keep them. So they just keep them. What's in this one? Yep. Oh, here's a lot of clothespins or safety pins. Safety pins, little, I don't know, clips, all kinds of things. So yeah. And oh, here's some that are some cool ones. So I need to get through these because there's some cool buttons in here. But these are some just other tins. I don't even, like I said, I don't remember where I got this one from. I was just looking. If you guys want to hold on a second, I'll go over and grab. Like, you're here, hilarious. I just love you. I don't know what he's saying, but don't believe anything he says. Okay, hold right there. I got more buttons. You guys really want to see all this? I'll show you it all today. It's one time only. Hold please, because you guys will be shocked. You will be shocked. Hold please. Just a minute. Oh goodness. Oh, let's see. I think this might be the end of the button. The buttonness. Let's see. I think. Let's see. Don't leave. I'm coming. Ouch. Sorry, just ran into something. That was just a knee. That's okay. I think this is it. I think this is all. When I get all my buttons together, then I'll have to take one big poke. Okay. Again, this is like a little Dollar Tree container. I need to get rid of those. Now, here's a bin of red ones. So I think I told you that I have 20 jars or more. I think I told you guys that I was sitting up in my kitchen, in my dining room one night, and I was sorting colors. So this was the red bag. But you guys, I got so overwhelmed with how many white and black buttons there were. So here's red. Red probably needs to be added to that red jar right there because it's getting low. Here's blue. Here's a bunch of blue ones that were sitting over there. I have no idea why they were over there. This is really cool. Look at these. 5 cents. Oh, they were marked 5 cents. But they're kind of like a gray. And then look at these 2 bins. Now, these 2 bins, I think I ended up getting these 2 bins and then some jar. This jar right here might have came with it. There were some jars like this. So there was this was a garage sale. A lady was having her garage sale and these buttons didn't sell and she threw them on Marketplace. I just happened to get on Marketplace. This was back when I lived in my house before I lived with my husband. And she threw them on Marketplace and I saw them and I was like, I want those. I think I paid 20 bucks. But I have these 2. Look at this is a big Hills Brothers coffee. It's full. It's almost full. It's heavy. I mean, there's tons of buttons in here. Look at all of them. If I put all those in that's heavy. If I put all those in that bin, I wouldn't be able to lift it. And then this one too. Look at this. I make primitive dolls, so I use them for eyes and clothes. What do you use? What do you use? I missed what you said you used. Guys, this is one of my favorite buttons. It's down here. I've seen one of these in that bin. Let me see if I can grab that out of here. I love this thing. I think these are so cool. I like the retro look of these buttons. I love these. So, this is the button stash, you guys. This is it. So, there's this one. This is I don't even know. This is Rubbermaid. I don't know what the size of it is. It's a Rubbermaid container that's almost full. The coffee can that's almost full. The bin that's almost full. We got the 2 tins I showed you. Got the big jar that the velvet peanut butter jar right there. Those 2 jars. That jar over there, and then all these little jars across here. So that's a lot of buttons, you guys. That's a lot of buttons. I think that's pretty much, let me get you over here. I think that's pretty much my button stash. So what do you guys think about that? Isn't that crazy? They do make great doll. Wait, what makes doll eyes? I missed it. I was wondering if you look out for purchasing any dolls or do you just make, oh, Miss Tanya, they're asking you, Miss Tanya. I don't, I missed what you use for doll eyes. Buttons? What do you use? And you guys, I have thought about doing some sales on buttons, like scoops, and selling some buttons. I don't know what to do though. You just make dolls. But isn't that a lot? Isn't that a lot of buttons? But like I said, that one mass amount came from one place for 20 bucks. That one tin started it all off with 25 bucks for 25 bucks. These little jars, I mean, some of these little jars right here I had put together when I lived before, like during COVID when I started crafting. I like the whole rainbow look. So I started sorting into these little jars and I had them up on my shelf. It was more aesthetic than anything, but I do pull from these. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one I got from, I don't know where. It was full of white buttons. But, you guys, when I go to estate sales and I go on the half off days, which is the last day of the sale, and if this is marked for $4, it's $2. You have to buy it. you have to. Why would you not? Why would you not? It's $2. Typically it would be marked 4 or 8 and then it's half price. This was a bag from one of the sales, and I pulled a lot of buttons out of this. I've used this with all these dark ones, and I probably again paid $2 for all these. But guys, these are amazing buttons, and I craft so much with them. It's just exciting. Buttons are expensive if you buy it. They are expensive. And I have bought buttons at the store. So these are the buttons. So I have these, okay? These are like the specialty buttons. That I call them the specialty because they're mostly shapes. All those buttons, and you won't find the perfect one for whatever you're crafting. I try. These right here, these hearts, these little like primitive hearts and stars. I think these are Temu, I believe. There's butterflies, wooden butterflies. Here's some buttons. Like, I mean, obviously they're buttons, but they're little, just little colored, little colored buttons. These, hold on, I'll show you those in a minute. Snowflakes, these also came from Temu. I use these a lot in my, you never know when you run out of buttons, you need more. I don't think that's going to happen. Here's some little lips, you guys. Valentine's is coming. Lips. Here's some little brown buttons with some hearts. Those are more Valentine's. These are some little, I don't know what these are. These little, I don't even know, are these buttons or are these just little? I think these were in with buttons and I took them out. They were just like some little wonky little, these came from, I think these are Temu. They're just some little colored little squares. These were Dollar Tree. Those little hearts we used the other day, I put those in those. Those are not buttons. There's a, let's see. I got a little corncob pipe. I don't know why I have that in there, but that's in there. Yeah, these, I mean, I bought these a long time ago, so they're just in here. But they're like specialty buttons. So here's some little plaid ones from Temu. Just some little fun ones. Let's see. Now, I bought these at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby was like clearancing out buttons one day, and I went in there, and they were just like too cheap not to buy. How's that? Like, they're too cheap. Here's some flatback reindeer. You guys remember when I bought the nativity scene from Hobby Lobby? We crafted with the nativity scene. Those were in with that stuff. Here's some little dog bones. Look, and then little dog paws. Will I ever use these? I don't know. They're cute. I did tell my son and daughter-in-law they can't just give stuff away. They have to have an estate sale or I'll haunt them. Don't give it away. Then there's like these really like loud flower ones. I could probably paint these buttons to give away for happy. Oh yeah. Well, if ever you purchase something from me, I always attach buttons in a little baggie to my business card because my business card has buttons on it. So that is part of my little thing. So anyway, because that's just some, I don't know, somebody gave me these. They're like, you could make like necklaces or something with them. I get given things, you guys. I get given things, and like I've got a whole bunch of jewelry making things over there that I was given. I don't really make jewelry, but there's beads in there. I'm going to see if a friend that does make jewelry might be interested in just having it because I don't think I'm going to use it. Okay, these were some of those buttons that were, I thought these were really cool because I really like that blue and white look. Did you see my comment about your gift? Wait, no, I didn't, Miss Dean. I missed it. But these were in the Soology section, and they were like super cheap because they were getting rid of them. Oh, look at this one. It's a little, I don't know. This says $1.99. I don't know if that was, yeah. Was it $1.99? Some of these are like $5.49. What was the price on these? Let me see if this one was one that was marked. I can't read it. But anyway, these were in, those are charms. Whoops. Oh yeah, here's another one of those little buttons. So that's my button collection, you guys. You got the blue ones, the blue and white ones from Hobby Lobby. They were like, they clearance, you know how they do that? They clearance some of them and you end up with them. That's what these were. That's what these were from. But shouldn't have to purchase. We all can't afford to purchase, but I'll still support you in different ways. You are so right. You are so right, Miss Ruth. Send me your address, Miss Ruth. I'm sending you some daggum buttons. Send me your address, lady. Oh shoot. So you guys, that's the button collection. That's the craft room. What do you think? It's crazy, isn't it? You guys never knew, did you? You never knew what was all behind. What was behind the camera. besides this wall right here and myself. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff in 4 years. And will I stop? Probably not. My husband says, you need to stop. I just enjoy going to estate sales. There's 2 this week. Actually, there's 1 tomorrow that's half off, so I'll go check that out. It's at a condo here. The 2-day condo sales are really not usually a lot of things. I don't typically buy a lot at those sales because they just don't have a lot. That's why they're 2-day sales, because could you gift me your purple buttons? Message me what purple buttons that you are looking for. I'm gonna send you. Send me your address, Miss Ruth. PM me your address. You're bold enough to make that statement. Send me your address, lady. So the 2-day condo sales, they just don't. That's why they're 2 days, because they don't. It's a very therapeutic. It's very therapeutic. It is very therapeutic. Well, hello, Miss Sparky Chris. It's hard for me to look at comments of who's commenting. Wish you had all that space for. So yes, I'm very fortunate that our basement is like the entire size of our house, which our house is like almost 1,800 square feet. So I do have a lot of space, but then that gives me a lot of space to put a lot of things. But I am trying to be better. Like, we organize. I mean, like I showed you, I'm at this side, and then most of that side over there, besides I have my boxes and those crafts. I have to get those crafts organized. I have to figure out something. And really what I want to do is I want, in the jar beside you, this one right here, this purple one. Really what I want to do is I want to start a Shopify site and put some of my crafts on there and just some things on there and start being able to sell things. I'm bold. You're right. Sorry. No, I love it. I love it. I love it, Miss Ruth. I love it. You did it. You said you got my attention. Kudos to you. She wants the jar of purple buttons. She wants the jar. I can't give you the whole jar. You guys got to understand. You saw how many black and white buttons I have, but I don't have the plethora of the colored buttons. I mean, it might look like it, but... Did I send you the video of my craft room? Miss Kim, I think you did. I love her craft room. You guys, I love looking at, I mean, don't be ashamed of your craft room. If you're doing what you enjoy, if you enjoy crafting and it brings you joy, I can tell you though, just the small amount, not small amount, it's a lot of amount, but this amount of organization that we did over Christmas break that I was off with my mom and my daughter-in-law, it does feel so good to like just not be so cluttered. You guys know I was tripping over things. I gotta pull these buttons away, they're gonna yell at me. I was tripping over things, and my husband had to come down here and get into the electrical panel one night because we blew a fuse, and he about blew a fuse because he had to climb over stuff to get to it. And crafting should be joy, and if it doesn't bring you joy and it frustrates you or makes you be angry, don't do it. You thought it is organized. And how do you get your page? How did I get your page? Miss Amy, I'll tell you. So I've always said that crafting should bring you joy, and if you lose the joy in crafting, maybe you need to take a break from crafting. Step back, take a break, and come back to it when it brings you joy again. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. Like, I do it. For one, I started crafting during COVID when I was working from home. My husband wasn't my husband at the time. He had his house, I had mine. We still spent time together, but not as much time together because, you know, he was working. I think he was kind of working back still in the building. I was working from home. You know, they were like, stay home, blah, blah, blah. I started seeing crafters like Lee from the Turquoise Valentine. She was one of the first ones I saw. Leanne from Dita's Crafts and Creations. There's just certain crafters that I started to see. And I don't know, the algorithm kicked them up, and I started seeing this. I'm like, what is this? And I was like, I kind of think this is cool. So one of the stores that was open during COVID was the Dollar Tree because it had groceries. So I only live down the street I just live a little bit closer to the Dollar Tree than I did at that time. And so I would go and buy things and then just come home. I'd sit in my bedroom and craft. And then I was like, oh, I really like this. And that was like in March time frame. And by October 19th of 2020, I decided, why don't I start a page? And I was like, I don't know why. I just thought, well, let's just try this out. You remember when you first started crafting? Yeah, you guys should go back and watch that first live. You'd be like, deer in the headlights. Okay, so when I was trying to name my page, I wanted something different. I wanted something that like meant something to me, and how I named it is I took my two grandmothers' names. My mom's name was Rowene, and my dad's mom's name was Rena May. So I took their names together and came up with Rowena. So Rowene and Rena. Rowena May is my grandma. Rena May was my dad's mom. And then I added inspired on the end. So I thought, that's unique. No one else is going to have a name called, no one's going to have Rowena May inspired. But my grandma Rowene was a seamstress. And she was like, she was a stay-at-home mom. She was a seamstress. She was an amazing seamstress. She made, some of you guys have heard the story a million times, but she made my wedding dress. She made my mom and her sister's wedding dresses. She made our bridesmaids' dresses. She made us clothes. She made everything. She made bedspreads. She quilted. She did it all. She taught it in like 4-H. She did it all. And people came to her from all around, and she charged pennies up until when she could, like, till the end, when she couldn't sew. She was charging pennies for people, like putting a zipper in something for like $2. Are you kidding me? She just was an amazing woman. My grandma Rena May, she only went to school through the 8th grade, and I told you guys before, one thing that just floors me is that my grandma and grandpa, my grandpa was 24, my grandma was 14 when they got married. And he went off, he was in, both of my grandpas were in World War II. My grandma, I think the story, if I can remember right, Mom would have to chime in, but I think if I remember right, she only went to school through the 8th grade, and she helped raise her brother. I don't know if that's true. I feel like that's what the story was, but I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, she got married at 14. So my grandpa was gone, then he's back. And then she was a cook. She was an amazing cook. She worked for a company called Bill Knapp's. Bill Knapp's still has an existence in grocery stores with their little chocolate cakes, and they might have some kind of like donuts or something. But Bill Knapp's, like the brick and mortar restaurants, don't exist anymore. And the commissary where my grandma worked was like right up the street here. She worked where they actually made the food for the restaurants. She was an amazing cook. She also had a green thumb like no other, I swear, no other person. Like, I didn't get the green thumb. I kill a succulent. Like I'm awful. But her yard was amazing. My grandparents were like raised like during that Depression time, so they just valued like everything they had, and I think they instilled just like being a better person, and I don't know, they were just wonderful people. All four of my grandparents, they used to travel together. I played sports in high school. I played softball and I played basketball, and those four traveled together. They were crazy. They traveled together in rain, snow, sun, like it'd be a blizzard. It would be storming. They would be sitting outside watching me play a softball in the cold, and they would just be hooting and hollering. They were a rowdy bunch. I went into college. I played softball and basketball in college. They followed me, and they were in the bleachers watching me play sports. They were the rowdy bunch. They were amazing. It was amazing to have grandparents as great as they were, and I miss them dearly. Times were simpler back then. That's right. Times were simpler back when I was a kid. I mean, really, if you think about it. Well, thank you, Miss Sherry. So, naming my page, it just made me feel like maybe I found my niche in something that maybe I really have something here that I can enjoy. Like Mother and I joke about it, but we didn't inherit the sewing gene. We can't sew. We tried. Grandma tried to teach us. Now, we be taught? We probably could be taught. Mother can cross stitch anything and macrame anything possible. She's amazing at it. Why she can't sew? Why I can't sew? Why we can't sew? My mom's 3 sisters can sew. My mom's a sister who lives in Montana has like a quilting business. Like it's crazy. She teaches quilting, and it's just crazy. Oh, well, thank you, Miss Kathy. So, it's just, I feel like I found something that I really enjoy. Did I think it would turn into this? Like a page that has almost 30,000 followers? Now, are they all active followers? No. Some of these followers and some of these numbers are junk numbers. So I don't linger on it, because what I say by junk numbers is those are if Facebook were to go through and clean out followers that are junk followers, like as in probably spoof pages, there's probably a lot of crafters who would lose a bunch of followers, because some of these numbers aren't legit. They're just, you can look at my follower list and look at some of the names, and you're like, you can't pronounce that name. Like, I have no clue who that is. If there's no profile picture, that's not a person. I would prefer people like you guys who are here and show up for us crafters and watch our lives and support us that way, than just adding a number to be like, oh, I got 30,000 followers. Okay, well, that does me no good if you just hit follow and never really watch or never support, because that's what we need as creators, any creator, So you enjoy watching your craft because you don't cook crafts. Oh, well, thank you, Miss Sparky Chris. You guys, I have my own style. I've learned by watching other crafters. I enjoy watching certain crafters, and I've just evolved. If you go back and watch me from the beginning to what I do now, it's way different. But you evolve as you learn. I'm learning from other people as well. So maybe you're learning from me. Mom and I were talking today because we were riding in the car for a long time. We were talking about what am I gonna put on my yardstick board for Valentine's Day. I'm like, well, I have something from last year, but I probably want to make something different. And I said, I still have my snowman on it that I made. And she's like, well, so-and-so made that snowman. And I was like, yeah, and so-and-so made it too. Miss Luann from Cook's Creations, she made one and shared it with me. I take joy in that I came up with a craft, and then others made something very similar to that. I love that. That's great. That's what we enjoy. We love inspiring others. But I know that not everything that I do is up everyone's alley. I like to grunge things. Some people don't like dirty, grungy looking things, but I do. But that's fine. You make it all fancy and bright and pretty, and I'll make it all grungy and dirty. And then we're both happy. So I just appreciate you all showing up. And, I've maintained about 60 people watching this whole time, me rambling. So I appreciate you all being here for just going. We're not even crafting tonight. We're just shooting the old, what. But I will be back on a Friday night. I'll be crafting with, we definitely all learn from, that's right, Miss Michelle. Well, hello, Miss Michelle. Yes, Miss Michelle. I learned from Miss Michelle. I never did get to make that old Nomi. Ugh. I need to do that. I need to get Jenny on board to do the Nomi. That's why you like to do also. Yes, you like to inspire people. So speaking of inspiring, you guys, I do have the Rowena May Inspired Crafty Friends page where you can actually post pictures of crafts that you've done. Okay, so if you're interested, if you make crafts and you're like, hey, I want to show this. Oh, I gotta show the puppies. I forgot I gotta go upstairs to show the puppies. So if you make crafts and you want to share, there's everybody, pretty much all crafters have a page where they let where we post things, and that's also where you love looking at the buttons. So yeah. Most pages so when I'm in events or when I do the Creative Clubhouse or Mischievous Crafty Friends, we share the lives into those pages. So that helps our crafty friends, that are in the events, be shared out to other pages. Okay, so let's go upstairs. let's go upstairs and I'm going to show you the puppies. Now, if you guys don't want to see puppies, you can drop off if you don't want to. I just love how you crack yourself up when you're crafty. Well, I always say, if you can't laugh at yourself, I mean, it's better to laugh at yourself than have other people laughing at you, right? Right? Or just laugh at yourself and hope people are laughing as well. I like to make people laugh. You've been here watching those, but I got a lot of them, don't I? Okay, Mother, don't be mad. I'm not going to take care of them right now. I'll come back later. Remember, okay, because I have tomorrow off, you guys. Tomorrow is actually a federal holiday because it's Mr. Jimmy Carter's funeral. So it's a federal holiday. You won't get mail tomorrow, just FYI. Okay, so let me grab my pop. I'm probably gonna go upstairs and not come back down because it's 8 o'clock and I'm tired. It's been a long day today. We traveled. We had to drive like 2 hours. 2 hours there, 2 hours back. We're tired. But I wanted to jump on and show you that. Miss Leona, I'm still live. Hey Kelly, don't have a nightmare about buttons. Buttons everywhere. Okay, it's dark going up the stairs, but I'm gonna get up here and see if I can. Mother said she's gonna be checking. You laugh at yourself all the time. All right, hold on. There's Sis. Let me flip it around here. Hold on. Oops. All right, there's Mama. That's Mama. We call her Espen. I just call her Sis. There's Sis. Okay. Whoops, that light was on. All right. So I'm going to bring you in here. Hopefully they don't have... Oh, they're sitting up here. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the little fuzzy nuggets. Oh, he's peeing for you. This one right here, this little, hey Blake, let's see if I can get my husband to come up here. This one right here is, this little fuzzy nugget, he's the big boy. Hey. Sorry. This one right here is Saint. He actually has his forever home, little Saint. He's a little long-haired dapple, stinking cute. You've been watching, boy, you have a lot of buttons. I sure do, Miss Charlie. This one right here is Sammy. She doesn't have a home yet. She's looking for her forever home. This one right here, this is Montgomery. She doesn't have her forever home either. Can you come out here for a minute? And over there, Lazy Bones over there. That's, we named her Panay. She was after, because these are all puppies named after Lions football players. But her name is Winnie now. Hold on, my husband, I'm going to have him hold the camera. Hold on just a second.
Oh, am I getting paid?
Here. Wait, flip that back around. Sorry.
Jesus. How the hell do you do that?
Shh, don't
How
swear.
do you do
Don't
that? Sorry.
swear. Right there. Okay. Let me hold up Fuzzy Nugget. Here is...
Bring him out here.
Here's Saint. Is it too dark in here?
Yes.
Here. Here's Mr. Saint. He's a big boy. Can you pick up that blanket right there? Here. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. You got it?
No.
Hold on. I'm going to pick up this little... Here. Down here. Here's Mr. Saint. He's a big boy, you guys. He's long
Hi,
hair.
Kathy.
He's long hair, but look at his head. He's the biggest boy, aren't you? But look at, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful boy, aren't ya?
We're thinking the neighbor's Mastiff got into the yard. Bull Mastiff.
They don't have a bull mastiff.
Yep, and it's a new breed. It's the Mastiff Wiener.
But yeah, he's a big boy, and he just got his forever home. But look at his coloring. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. But he is just a... I said he looks like a little hedgehog or a little woodchuck. He's so big. You're so big, aren't you? All right, let me go get another one. All right, hold on. Oh, two of them just went to bed. They're like...
Sis wants out.
I know, I'll let her out.
She's abandoning her puppies.
Go on, sis. This one is Sammy. You guys, she's a short-haired dapple. See her spots on her? You can see her little spots on her that makes her dapple. See her little... She might end up being red. She might turn red. She's a sweetie, but she doesn't have a home yet. She doesn't have a home yet, but she's a sweet girl. She's got blue eyes, too. Can you see her? She's got blue eyes, don't you? She's a little sass. She's kind of got stage fright right now. I thought maybe she would... Look at her little tail. I thought maybe she'd bust out with a little squeal, but she's a little sassy one. She's kind of quiet right now, but she's a beautiful little blonde. Love her. Love her. But yep, she hasn't found a home yet. 2 down, 2 to go. All right. Let's find Miss Montgomery. Come here, sissy girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. Montgomery's a long hair too. She's chocolate. She's chocolate. Look at how sweet she is. She's got dark eyes. Okay, she's caught my shirt. There she goes. They're very happy. They love her. Edna. So she's, obviously you guys can see she's long hair. She's a beautiful chocolate color, aren't ya? Aren't ya? She's funny. She does the moonwalk. When I first fed them,
I think she has spots.
She doesn't have spots.
I think she has on the side. You can see some.
When I started to feed them solid food, she would go up to it and sniff it and then do the moonwalk backwards. She wouldn't eat it. They're eating solid food now, though. She's a sweet girl, aren't ya? Yes. I think, doesn't she have white on her? I think she has light on her.
You're showing her privates.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to show your privates, honey. I didn't mean to show your privates. Okay. One more.
Puppy porn.
Here's a big girl. Now she's adopted. She's adopted. Her name is Winnie. Remember, we were calling her Panay, but she's Winnie. Now she's a big girl. She's a big one. So she looks a lot like
Sammy.
She looks a lot like Sammy, but she's got a lot more spots. You see her? She's got a lot more dappling in her. You can see all the spots. She's got a lot of spots on her. Why are you so calm? Why are you so calm? Are you scared? I don't know if she's really loving being up on the table. But yeah, she's a big girl. She was our first one that got a home. She's going to a home with a little boy. He's a 6th grader. He's a sweet boy. She's gonna be his like little lap dog, aren't ya? You're gonna be the little lap dog. Why are you giving me the stink eye? Why is she in a trance?
Looking at the light.
Are you staring at the light?
Don't go to the light.
Don't go to the light. What's what? Hey.
What is going on?
I don't know. She's in a trance.
There, she snapped out of it.
She snapped out of it. Maybe she has stage fright. She has camera.
Maybe she saw like a demon.
That was too funny. Now she's back there wagging her tail. She was a little scared.
All right, invoices in the mail.
She was a little scared. You guys, that was too funny. She was a little scared. She was giving Blake the side eye. So that's the puppies here. Look, now you can see Mama's down here. Mama's down here. That's their little space that they have. So this time around, I got this kind of octagon pen for them. And it has the plastic liner on the bottom that comes up over the side. So when they go potty, because they always seem to miss, even I have these two like washable peep. Hold on, I got to back up. I get too far at the end of this house. Our router's at the other end, so I think I was too far away. So I switch those pads out once a day, and I switched those out earlier. They have 2 beds, so 2 can sleep in each bed. But they seem to like to just sleep all together. So anyway, so 2 of those little stinkers are still up for sale, and 2 of them are going to be leaving next week. So hopefully they'll all be leaving soon. So, oh, there's my husband. I didn't realize he was back there lurking in the shadows. He's lurking in the shadows. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me tonight for our little craft room tour and chit chat. And you guys got to see the puppies. And if you're local and you know anybody who needs a puppy, send them our way, because we would love to find homes for these last 2 puppies. What?
I'll be going live for the craft room sale shortly here after she ends her live. Cheaper prices, bulk orders.
Bulk orders.
Get it while it's hot.
Maybe we can throw him in. Maybe we can throw him in there. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop off here. You guys have a great night, and I will see you on Friday night. I think Friday at, what's that say in the refrigerator? 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern time, I will be on Crafting with the Vintage Country Crafting Group. So I'll see you then. Have a great night, you guys. Bye-bye.